If you're like most parents that we meet, you've probably tried the behavior charts, you've talked to counselors, maybe even considered medication for your child's struggles at school, but you're still searching for answers that actually address what's going on. And we totally get it. Some of us have stayed up worrying about sending our children with ADHD or sensory processing disorder back to school, thinking about the phone calls from teachers about their focus issues, the meltdowns over homework, or even watching our brilliant children struggle in an environment that doesn't seem to be designed for how their brain works. And I'll give you a statistic that should get every parent's attention. In 2022, an additional 1 million children within the US received an ADHD diagnosis compared to 2016. Sensory processing challenges now affect 1 in 6 children, yet most doctors are still approaching these conditions the same way they did 20 years ago, focusing on managing the signs instead of addressing the root cause. But what if I told you that there's a completely different approach that's helping children not just survive the school year, but actually thrive? So let's talk about it. I want to start by telling you a story about our friend Janine. Now, Janine came to our office as a young teen with major sensory processing struggles. Physical touch, crowds, loud noises, and even itchy clothes would send her into complete overwhelm with anxiousness. It made school and even simple tasks, like going to the store, extremely difficult for her and her family. Now, Janine was so easily overwhelmed by outside stimulation because she had so much stress built up inside of her nervous system. Now, through neurologically focused chiropractic care, will help calm down the stress and the noise within her very sensitive body. But today, Janine says that chiropractic helps me live. And when she gets overwhelmed now, she rates her anxiety at a 3 or a 4 versus an 8 or a 9 that it used to be. She's now thriving so much that she's even considering becoming a chiropractor herself. Now, I love Janine's story, and what is so cool about this is not just the transformation. But now let's transition to understanding the real root cause when it comes to ADHD and sensory processing disorder and the hard transitions going into the school year. The truth is that ADHD and sensory processing disorder are often characterized by an overactive sympathetic fight or flight nervous system response. That's the imbalance that is sabotaging your child's school year. This leaves children constantly on edge and makes it nearly impossible to focus, transition between activities, or regulate emotions in a school environment. But at the same time, their parasympathetic rest digest system is what is crucial for learning and focus and emotional balance. It remains underactive. Now, this nervous system imbalance often begins with what we call the perfect storm. Early life stressors, including prenatal stress, birth interventions, and environmental factors that leave the nervous system stuck in a state of dysfunction. But let's go through some drug-free tips on what changes everything. I promise that the last one is the best. So quality sleep is absolutely crucial for managing ADHD and sensory processing signs because during sleep, the brain consolidates learning. It processes emotions and recharges for the next day. However, many children with these conditions struggle with sleep issues, creating a vicious cycle. So gradually adjusting the bedtimes and the wake times by just 15 minutes every couple of days and establishing calming bedtime routines. Creating sleep-friendly environments can actually dramatically improve focus and emotional regulation during school hours. Children with ADHD and sensory processing disorder often struggle with executive function skills. So creating organized home environments with command centers, design spaces for school items, and color-coded systems can help to reduce the anxiety and enable children to feel more in control of their daily routines. It's not about organization, it's about reducing the cognitive load on an already overwhelmed nervous system and allowing that mental energy to be directed toward learning and growth instead. Now, Dr. John Rady's groundbreaking book and the research in what's called Spark shows that this exercise can be an effective as medication for some children with ADHD. So Dr. John Rady's groundbreaking research in his book Spark shows that this exercise and exercise in general can be as effective as medication for some children with ADHD. So it can improve cognitive function, it can boost their mood and help manage anxiety naturally. So morning physical activity specifically helps you activate the parasympathetic nervous system and improve neurological function throughout the day. Now this gives children the internal regulation that they need to succeed academically and socially. Maybe you've tried all of these still and you haven't seen much change in your child. So let's talk about the foundation that this is key before anything else. So maybe you've tried all of these, the learning areas within the home, the sleep schedules, or even the activity, and you haven't seen much change in your child. So let's talk about the foundation that is key before anything else. So the missing piece, through gentle, specific chiropractic care, we work to release the tension in the overactive sympathetic nervous system while activating the calming parasympathetic system, including the vital vagus nerve. Now at our office, Haven Family Chiropractic, we use the advanced insight scans to be able to pinpoint exactly where nervous system stress is occurring and create personalized care plans that can lead to improved focus and better emotional regulation and enhanced sleep quality with fewer behavioral challenges. Now, this approach addresses the foundation, which is our nervous system, that then allows all other strategies like sleep, organization, exercise to work even more effectively. So check out the link within our bio to learn more about our back to school transitions.